You wake up. For 3 seconds, your dream feels huge. You were somewhere strange. Something important was happening. There was a person there, maybe a house, maybe a conversation, maybe a giant talking fish for some reason, and then it's gone. So why do we forget dreams? Did the dream never matter? Did your brain delete it on purpose? Or are dreams more like soap bubbles real for a moment, then destroyed the second they touch waking life? The frustrating answer is that dream forgetting is not caused by one simple switch. It is more like a perfect storm. Your brain may not store the dream very strongly in the first place. Then you wake up into a flood of new information. Unless you grab the dream immediately, ordinary consciousness crushes it. To understand this, we need to separate two things people confuse all the time: having a dream and remembering a dream. These are not the same. You can dream a lot and still remember almost nothing. Most vivid dreaming happens during REM sleep, although dreams can occur during other stages too. During REM, the brain is busy. Visual regions can be active. Emotion-related areas are often highly engaged. But the systems that help build stable, reportable memories do not seem to work exactly the same way they do when you are fully awake. Part of the reason may be chemistry. During REM sleep, levels of certain neurotransmitters, especially norepinephrine, are much lower than when you are awake. That matters because memory formation depends partly on brain states that help tag experiences as important and lock them in. Dreaming may generate an experience without giving it a strong, durable filing system. Think of it like writing on wet tissue paper. The words are there, but the surface is terrible. The moment real life touches it, the writing smears. Then comes the second problem. Waking up is noisy. The room appears. Your body moves. The alarm goes off. You check the time. You remember work. You hear traffic. You think about coffee. New information floods the system immediately. And memory is competitive. A fragile dream trace is suddenly forced to compete with light, sound, movement, tasks, language, and your entire waking identity. That is not a fair fight. This is why dreams often disappear fastest when you move too quickly. The more waking thoughts rush in, the faster the dream gets overwritten. If you wake up and instantly grab your phone, you are basically helping the dream vanish. There is also the problem of dream logic itself. Dreams are often weird, unstable, and badly structured. Places change without warning. People transform into other people. Time skips. You somehow accept impossible events while they are happening. That makes dreams harder to encode and harder to retell. A normal memory has anchors. A dream often has fragments. It is difficult to store something cleanly when the thing itself is already slippery. This is why you can wake up feeling that a dream was intense while remembering almost no details. The emotional residue survives longer than the plot. You keep the feeling. You lose the story. Not everyone forgets dreams equally, though. Some people remember dreams often. Others almost never do. One reason is simple. People vary in how often they wake during or immediately after dream-rich sleep. If you wake at the right moment, you have a better chance of catching the dream before it dissolves. Attention matters too. People who care about dreams, think about dreams, or keep a dream journal often recall more of them. That does not necessarily mean they dream more. It may mean they are better at catching, rehearsing, and preserving what was already there. That rehearsal part is huge. The first few seconds after waking are critical. If you stay still and mentally repeat the dream, you strengthen it. If you name a few details, the place, the person, the weird thing that happened, you create retrieval hooks. Now the dream has handles. Write it down, and your odds improve even more. This is why dream journals work. Not because they magically create dreams, but because they interrupt forgetting. They turn a fading internal event into an external record. There are also medical and biological factors. Sleep quality matters. Sleep stage timing matters. Some medications can change REM sleep or dream vividness. Alcohol can disrupt sleep architecture. Stress can change both dreaming and recall. Age may matter as well, although not always in a simple way. Children, adults, and older adults can differ in sleep patterns, recall habits, and how often they report dreams. But even within the same age group, dream recall varies significantly. Then there is a common myth. If you don't remember your dreams, you didn't dream. That is not true. You can have a dream and lose it almost immediately. Dream absence and dream amnesia are different things. Another myth is that dreams are forgotten because the brain knows they are meaningless junk. That is too confident. Scientists still debate why dreams happen and what functions they may serve. But forgetting a dream does not prove the dream had no value. It may simply reflect how poorly that experience transfers from the sleeping brain into waking memory. So why are some dreams unforgettable? Usually because they are unusually emotional, unusually bizarre, or interrupted by a waking moment at exactly the right time. A nightmare is easier to remember. A dream that wakes you up is easier to remember. A dream you immediately tell someone about is easier to remember. In other words, memorable dreams are the exceptions that escape the forgetting system. Most dreams never make it that far. They are not calmly archived. They are barely rescued. This also explains a strange experience many people have. You feel like you remember the dream, but the memory keeps collapsing while you are talking. That may happen because you only have one or two stable pieces, while the rest is a fragile sense of familiarity falling apart in real time. It is almost like waking up with sand in your hands. At first, it feels like you have something. Then it keeps slipping through the gaps. The harder you grab randomly, the faster it disappears. So if you want to remember dreams better, the advice is surprisingly unglamorous. Sleep enough. Wake gently when possible. Stay still for a moment. Replay the dream before moving. Write down a few details immediately. That still will not save every dream. Some are too weak. Some are too chaotic. Some vanish before your conscious mind fully arrives. But it will improve your odds. So why do we forget dreams? Because dreaming and remembering are different jobs. The sleeping brain can create vivid inner experiences without packaging them into strong waking memories. Then waking life barges in and erases what was never stored very securely. Dreams are not always lost because they were unimportant. Sometimes they are lost because they were delicate. They happened in the wrong state, inside the wrong chemistry, and they met morning too fast. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. We really appreciate your support.